G'day and welcome to another casual chat between myself and a star of the pool world. And it's welcome back to the Crystal again, Kristina Tkach. Hi, Kristina.
Hello.
This is the second time in just over 2 months that we've had one of these little chats. They're always good to catch up. Do you get that? Not catch up with the Crystal Kristina. So how have you been since our last little chat?
I've been busy. A lot of things to do, so it's good.
So what tournaments have you played since I saw you last? I mean, I know there was the Wisconsin. I'd love to have a little chat with you about that, the Wisconsin Open. I mean, I thought you played fantastic throughout from the matches that I saw. I didn't see all your matches. The semi-final against Ali Fisher, second semi-final against Ali recently. You played her in the World Nine Ball, right, in Atlantic City. I believe that was a semi-final as well. And then this one, okay, look, talk us through it. I mean, the first set, I thought you played some of the best pool I've ever seen you play. You think the same?
Yeah, I played pretty good throughout the whole event, except for my first match, I think. It was very bumpy and I didn't feel good, but then I changed a couple of things and approach for the game. And yeah, I played, I think, one of the best pools in my life in this tournament and felt like it's the first time ever. Kind of feel like I can win a tournament. But yeah, didn't meant to be.
You said you changed a couple of things. Are they secrets, or can you share at least one of them with it? What did you change?
Just not to overthink much and try to go with the flow and to spend less time basically, and not in preparation, but in overthinking stuff. So it's just a little personal thing, something between me and my dad, and but yeah, and then I played really good and I felt great, and yeah.
I've got to bring it up. The Tkach scratch, I call it, the 8 ball. I mean, I know you probably don't want to be reminded of it, but I know you're a very smart young lady and you'll be very philosophical about it. I mean, given that shot again, is that maybe one of those shots that you should have just thought a little bit more about? Was you trying to get perfect on the 10? Just talk us through that shot.
Yeah, I kind of rushed the shot, and it's very untypical for me. But again, because I have changed some stuff during the tournament that actually brought me to semifinal, actually coasted me to semifinal. It's because it was something new and it was a new approach for me, and I did not basically followed everything I had to follow, and I rushed a lot of shots in this match. Some of them were successful, some of them not. But yeah, I had to, to think a little bit more. And this is the moment where you should have overthink, basically, and I've seen other options, of course, stopping and stunning, but at the moment I felt like I just can't make a mistake. That's how I felt. I felt like I can surely draw it back with no problem. And even if I would run in 10 ball, I would be still okay. That's what I thought. But it's not even crossed my mind that I could scratch and could hit it so inaccurate and playing so accurate the whole tournament. It was, I think, the most inaccurate shot I played, to be honest, in the whole tournament.
You played it from memory. You played it into the right-hand side of the pocket, right, which made the angle right on for the side pocket, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I hit it really bad. I don't know how I made it, and yeah, I didn't even think this is possible, honestly. So
how are you feeling when you saw that cue ball? I mean, I've done it myself obviously mine isn't as important as yours, but when you play, I mean, I did it on the 9 ball to win a tournament, and I'm watching the cue ball and it's coming towards the side pocket, and I'm saying, no, there's no way this can scratch. There's no way this could. There's no way this could. Is that how you felt as it was coming towards the pocket, or did you know as soon as you struck it?
No, it was, I was very nervous this moment, and I don't know, I was shocked that this kind of happened in this moment, and I, the feeling where it's like the earth is slipping off your feet. It's like it's a really unpleasant feeling, let's call it this way. And yeah, I couldn't believe it happened, honestly. Like, if I would hit it 100 times and try to scratch, probably I would scratch a couple times. Like, if I would like to play it on purpose, probably I wouldn't be able to do it for the first try.
So how many times have you practiced that shot since? You've obviously set it up and tried it again?
No,
You
I
haven't?
couldn't even rewatch the match. I mean, I've seen, of course, shorts from Facebook and Instagram, obviously, and I thought a million times how would I play it, but I think I mean, it was obvious. You just had to stop or stand it in a different side, actually, of what I've hit it, right? Maybe to play 10 ball in the side pocket.
Side, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously I knew right away, how right in the chair I thought of million other choices that I could make, but I tried to look at this, as you said, philosophically.
Philosophically, yeah. It's hard for me to say, don't worry.
Yeah, and if it happened, and probably didn't meant to be, and I still didn't learn some things, some lessons that I have to learn before taking a big title. I think, this is how I see it. Everything happens for the reason. And obviously, I know things that, I still have to kind of not acquire, but accept and work on. Not physical, though, like mentally, before, taking a big trophy. So, leaves me more room to practice.
Yeah, I think you can come away from that tournament, and if you do ever watch that match back, I mean, you can be very proud of yourself, because your rhythm in that, and you have improved so much. I said it last time we chatted. You've improved so much over this last year because you changed your whole routine to suit the shot clock. And it shows, because you're finishing higher up and experiencing the shot clock more and more now. And it's only a matter of time before you get one of these. And I'm sure you believe that as well. And you're playing fantastic. Honestly, I'm so pleased for you, because I know how hard you work. So what's next on the calendar?
I'm leaving for Alabama this Tuesday,
Okay.
and after that, I'm actually going back home to see family. So
Wow. So you can leave and come back again, okay, now to the States?
yeah, for women, it's not a problem to go back and forth because I cannot be drafted, so there's no risks for me.
I see. Okay. Yeah. So look, I've got my jam up shirt on, and I know Fedor has just released his. They're quite nice, actually. I love his logo. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Any plans for you down the line to have your own? Are you going to get into the designer business, do you think?
I don't know. I really like, I have and the zone shirts here with my logo and Predator logo, and I kind of like their shirts. And honestly, it's I like something simple and not over designed. So yeah.
So Fedor is in London at the moment in the UK
Yeah.
Open. How's he doing? I think he won his first two, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna play tomorrow.
And
Winning
it's his
qualification.
birthday today. Actually, yesterday in Europe, but obviously today in the US, right?
Yeah.
I've been practicing something, but I'm going to make myself look really stupid now to you. I tried to learn how to say Shnum Rozdinia.
It's not easy to pronounce, so
You say it. You say it.
С днем рождения.
Shrom Rojdinya.
Yeah.
Shall we sing him happy birthday?
Yeah.
Should we sing him happy birthday? Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, hey, his real name obviously isn't Fedor, right? He uses
Yeah.
that because no one can pronounce his name. Can you pronounce it?
It's Fedor. It's Fedor.
Fyodor.
Yeah.
And
Fedor.
his middle name is Alexeyevich, yeah?
Yeah, it's we don't have like a middle name. It's something that's called father's name. So it's
Ah,
basically takes your father's name and put the same ending. Like I have Olegovna because my dad is Oleg, and his father was Alexei. So this is why he's Alexeyevich. So it's you take your father's name and just take an ending.
oh, I like that. That's really nice, actually. Come on then, should we sing Fedor happy birthday together?
You think it would be a good idea?
I'm sure you can sing. I'm sure your talents aren't just playing pool. I'm sure you've got. Come on, let's sing. Happy birthday to you. Come on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Fedor Alexeyevich Gorst. Happy birthday to. I can't believe you're miming it. You're not singing. Okay, back to the serious stuff then. You must be feeling great for this WPBA event coming up.
Yeah, I've changed actually two things so far in my game right now. One is in my physical game, the other one is mental game, and I don't know how it's gonna all work together, but it has to be fixed, and it's kind of right now results doesn't matter as long as I do the right thing because I know it's gonna benefit me in the future. So I just try to focus on these things and see how it's gonna go.
Yeah, I like the way that you're always trying to tweak little things, keep improving and changing these little things. Is that something that you notice as you're playing in your matches, or is it in practice that you find these things out?
So, some time ago, somehow, I think somebody told me there's a way how to determine your dominant eye, and it turned out to be left eye, which is weird because I'm a righty. I said okay, and then also because of the back problems and neck pain, my body tend to slightly like a little bit every month go more on the left without me even noticing because this is how your body compensates for the pain. And I start seeing angles a little funny and different when I would go down and think I'm gonna miss it. For example, if I don't double check aiming down there and I make the ball, it makes me really confused because I know I'm shooting straight, right? So obviously I'm not seeing angles right, and I was like, well, I played for 16 years. There's zero chance I'm not seeing angles right. And then I start shifting it more on the left, thinking, well, I'm left eye dominant, I have to bring it more here. So I was playing some time with like that, and I felt really weird. And I thought, okay, maybe I get used to that. And it became worse and worse and worse. So this is one of the things I actually changed in this tournament. Well, I just went down and I didn't double check my aiming at all. So how I approached the ball, how I aim from up here, this is how I took the ball, and I made ball every single time, which also made me confused. What the fuck? I go down and I'm completely sure. So just imagine the feeling you going down and you see you're gonna miss the ball, but you still shoot it and make it, right? It makes you being really
Yeah.
confused. And then I figured that I did redid the test, and I'm right eye dominant. And no wonder I was seeing angles funny because my cue all the way here and I'm right eye dominant. So I have to be holding it under my right eye, right? So now it's kind of, because I'm used to stand a certain way, it hurts a lot and actually really tough to, tilt your head and make sure now at least it's in the center of my chin. I'm not even talking about left or right. It's a lot of work, and it does hurt your neck and gives you gives me a terrible headache because it's all connected, right? So it's something I've been working on for the past basically after Wisconsin. And I know it has to be fixed, and I know it's not, it's not a great thing to do, but I can go back home and at least can get some help from my dad, and working together is always easier. Or I've been working next to the mirror. So it's something that, yeah, I have to change. So,
Yeah, I
but I'm
admire.
really happy. I'm really happy I found it out, and now at least it explains why I see English funny, because it was driving me nuts to not understanding what's going on. Now at least I know.
Well, all I can say is look out everyone else when you keep finding these little things out and improving them. I mean, I thought you played great in Wisconsin, and all I can say is the girls better look out in the coming tournaments, because you seem to be improving that little bit all the time, and as long as you can keep on growing, then great things are going to happen. So you're not just working hard on the table and in the gym and stuff like that. You're a saleswoman now. You're selling your workbook, which has gone really, really well. Such a simple idea, and I guess it's just like an evolvement of. I know you and Fedor have kept records of your practice for years and years, right? Journals, as you call them, I think, where you've been keeping notes of all your practice sessions. So it's kind of like a little bit of an up-to-date version of that, where you can put diagrams and that kind of stuff. Now, I've got a question for you about that. I was with a friend of mine he's a computer programmer, and he does apps and all that kind of thing. Have you not thought of making that into an actual app for a phone, your workbook?
This is the project that I have, but not for this year, and probably not the next year, but to do something great with an app. And it takes, I know it's going to take a lot of work, like unbelievable amount of work and money to invest in this. But yeah, of course I thought about it, and I like to, to approach things not only with athletic point of view, but also as a business, because like this workbook that I did, the idea kicked in really randomly when I was playing another tournament, and I made another mistake that I've made already in the previous tournament. And I was so angry and pissed with myself. And I'm like, why didn't I, remember this mistake? And then I figure, of course, it's hard to remember when you commit 1,000 mistakes during your career. And it would be nice just to put it somewhere, but I don't want to draw tables on the paper because it's not nice, and it's not, something I would like to do. And then I figure when I need something like that, and then I thought if I would need something like that, probably a lot more pool players out there would need something like that, because it's obviously, a very useful thing. So
But
this is how it
but
became.
you've got to stop using so much paper, because you're going to demolish the rest of the Amazon rainforest with the amount you're selling. You're selling so many. It's great to
I'm
see
gonna
that.
probably with a digital copy of that, digital version of that as well. But yeah, it's just, there's so many ideas going through my mind, and the more I explore the world, the more I play pool, the more I talk to people and read and do other stuff, the more, ideas I have. Is just the amount of time, and it's very limited for me because it's a lot of things I got to do, and in my routine, and only like stretching and working out and meditation and stuff takes like almost quarter of my day because I sleep a lot too. So and then practice and other stuff. So it's kind of rough to fit everything, but there's more ideas coming. So stay tuned.
I was actually, oh, we will, don't worry about that. I was looking up the word crystal and the definition of it, and I thought when I read it, how perfect that nickname is for you, because I know you said why you chose it, and I don't know whether you've looked up the definition of crystal, but let me just read it to you now. A crystal is a solid whose atoms are arranged in a highly ordered repeating pattern. These patterns are called crystal systems. If a mineral has the atoms arranged in one of them, then that mineral is a crystal. And I just thought that is so you know, very highly, you know, ordered and repeating the same thing all the time. It really does suit you, doesn't it, that name?
Crystal order is something nice to remember, actually. Yeah, I'm a routine person, 100%. I enjoy doing the same thing at the same time every single day. I mean, it's also comes with probably some, mental issues, because it's not, you should be able to, do it no matter what, right? Even if the environment changing. But this is where I struggle a lot. When the environment changing, it's hard for me to keep my routine if I'm not eating in the same time, if I'm not having the same gym and stuff like that. So this is something I try to work on as well, trying to keep my routine independently from environment, which is really, really hard.
Now, I was looking on Facebook yesterday and just can't get away from Kristina Tkach and Fedor and Tyler Steyer and Margaret Fefilova Steyer, Josh Filler, Pia Filler. I thought it was a great cover for Billiards Digest with the couples, with the playing couples. What do you, or who do you think would win in a round robin tournament if you all play together? I mean, I've got my views on it. I mean, I honestly think that you and Fedor are the strongest couple within those three pairs. What do you think? And would you like to actually see a tournament of that?
I mean, it's would be fun, of course, but I don't know if other couples would like to do that. I mean, there's a lot more couples like Amber Chan and Robbie Capito. There's
Kaplan,
yes, yeah.
Yeah, Ina Kaplan and her husband. There's Yvonne Ullman-Hiebler and Roman Hiebler. There's a few. I mean, you could even say brother and sister as well, right? If they're related in some way, like Albin and Jasmine. That would be a good pair.
Really, it's not really a couple though. It's more like a family family thing, which is also fun, of course. But yeah, it would be fun to arrange a tournament one day where pool couples would compete against each other. I think it would be hilarious.
Yeah, it'd be great. What else did I want to say to you? I wanted to mention something else to you. Oh yes, you've been to the Predator headquarters recently in Jacksonville, right? Just tell us a little bit briefly about what went on there. I've seen a couple of videos. I've seen you with Alex Kazakis doing some shots. It looked like a really fun day. I still haven't been there, actually.
Yeah, it's first of all, it's an amazing facility, and it's we met all people who worked in there, and I can tell you that just every single person is a high quality person, and it's a great, amazing, big family. And it's honestly an honor for me to be part of this company, because it's beyond just making money and selling cues. It's if I could tell you, I would, but I can't. But just for me, knowing how much things they do for society and for pool community in general, it's unbelievable. So yeah, it was amazing time. We had so much fun, and Jacksonville is beautiful, and ocean, and the food and combination of people, and everything was just perfect. It was one of the best weeks of my life, honestly.
I'm guessing Fedor wasn't allowed to go with you. He's with the opposition, isn't he? He's with Q-Tech. I bet they wouldn't allow him in there, would they?
Yeah, it's this is where our paths are going in different directions. But
let me ask you, is that a little bit weird where you know, obviously you're both going in the same direction. You've both got the same end goal. You both want to be world champions and you want to win as much as you can and be successful in your sport. But does it make it a little bit more difficult when one of you's with one company and the other one's with another company? And do you ever clash over anything like that?
No, actually, you know, both of the companies been very like I'm in a good relationship with Q-Tech and Fedor in a good relationship with Predator. And whenever Predator got invited for a Q-Tech dinner, it's always okay for me to come and join them as well, and the same vice versa. And I think it's also smart as a family to put eggs in different baskets. Yeah.
You're getting all the lingo now, eggs in certain baskets and all that.
That's the same saying in Russia. So
Oh, really? So look, I've had a question from a fan who would like you to answer it if you could. A guy called, I'm sure it's not his real name, but if it is, it's really cool name. His name's Ronnie Bubble. And he asks, did you do the washing up for a week?
So the trick is I always wash dishes every single day. So it has not changed my life significantly. Yeah, but it was really fun to do, but I wish we could redo it. Both of us actually were super exhausted, and you could see in both of our games, you know, and both of us went to gym and practice in the morning, and by the 9 p.m. I was ready to pass out, but yeah, it was fun to do.
I thought it was a great marketing ploy by both of you two. You are a lot of fun and you're very smart, very clever in the way you do stuff. Your social media is fantastic. Fedor is really embracing the social media now as well. I thought the video he done with his new jam up range was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
Look,
great.
I'm really grateful as always, Kristina. I love having you back, and I don't think you can ever speak to somebody too much. You know, the fans love seeing you, and we always have a nice, honest little chat. What's your plans for the rest of the evening? What time is it there? About 10 o'clock, is it, at night?
Yeah, it's around 10, and probably I'll just do my evening meditation and read and get ready to sleep to get my beauty
Okay.
sleep.
Well, I won't keep you much longer. Thank you so much for joining me again. Good luck in Alabama. I'll be watching out for you, and watch out for that Fisher. You need to start getting some revenge because she's got 2 out of 2 now. You need to get the next one, right?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Ali, she's coming for you. Thank you so much, Kristina. Thanks everyone for watching. Please
Joining.
like and share it if you can. Kristina, keep up the great work. Oh, by the way, if you need somebody to help you with that app, I know a guy and his mates rates as well. All right. Say goodbye, Kristina.
Good. All right, bye guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye. Cheers, Kristina.